So our first topic is cereal.
We need to have a serious talk about cereals.
Why? Why have you done this?
I don't know. I mean, I do like Lucky Charms a lot. That's a pretty good one.
Did you guys have a favorite cereal?
I'd probably say Frosted Flakes. I don't know.
Which one is the one with like the furry on it?
Kellogg's.
Flakes.
It's Kellogg's.
I had those for like a while, but then before that I had Weetabix, which I don't think exists anywhere else in the world.
I remember liking Cinnamon Toast Crunch a
That was a
lot.
good one too.
Yeah, what's the other one with like the furry on it? And it's like a monk. It's like chocolate little things.
Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pops or something.
That wasn't a monkey, that was a bird.
No, it was a monkey.
Yeah.
He had like a hat and a shirt, and he'd be like, fucking, here I am in the jungle, we're gonna get some Cocoa Pops.
I'm gonna look this up real quick. Cocoa Krispies?
I think that's it.
Have you guys ever eaten cereal without milk? That's the real question here.
Yes.
Yes.
You monsters.
If you do milk and then cereal, then you're fucked.
Wait, why?
Because it's
It
healthy.
sucks.
No, some of them are gonna go above the surface so they don't get messed up.
You put the cereal in first and then you pour in the milk. That's how it's always worked.
What? Oh no, what have I been doing?
Did you ever have Snap Crackle Pop?
No.
Because the whole thing with Snap Crackle Pop was this cereal, and in the commercials it would be like, if you pour in the milk after you put in the cereal, you hear this really great noise. And it was like, that's why it was called Snapple Crack Pop, because it's Snapple Cracked and Pop.
And then your parents would think that like a bomb is going off in the house.
Yeah, it was actually really loud. That's not a joke.
Oh, okay.
They were in the trees.
Yeah.
Grandpa remembers the war.
Amazing. No, when you were talking about that cereal, I thought you were talking about like there's a cereal where it's literally just chocolate chip cookies.
Well, like just little chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the cereal.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
What was the next thing we had? Something about the Hasbro Cinematic Universe or something. Apparently that's like a thing that they're considering.
No, 'cause they released some pictures a while back of the Snake Eyes movie.
Yeah, is that like gone now because of
Probably. But I think it was meant to be like Logan, but G.I. Joe.
that sounds so stupid.
Can we pitch a Hasbro movie based on something that would not make a movie?
Sure. So wait, what does
Like,
Hasbro have?
Connect
Do they have
Connect 4.
Connect
Oh,
4.
we both thought the same thing. So it's got to be like gritty and sort of mature, right? It's gotta
Gritty
have-
Connect 4.
I don't know who would direct it. I think Michael Bay's too obvious, so I'm gonna say
Christopher Nolan.
Russo
They get
brothers.
the big
Christopher
guns.
Nolan.
Yeah. They get like somebody who's actually really good.
Yeah.
And it's set in space, and in space there's the war between the red spaceships and the yellow spaceships, and they're in a war, but they only know how to fight in like an 8x8 grid.
It's the worst Ender's Game.
No, it's like they can't fire on each other except like if they're like in fours. Like they can't fire just like individually. Like it has to be like in a diagonal line or
Yeah,
a
their
straight
blaster
line.
systems are compromised.
It's like a special kind of laser, and they don't want to waste it, so they wait for 4 of them to line up, and then they do it.
Oh, nice.
And that's the plot of the movie, and it's got like a love story between a red spaceship and a yellow spaceship.
Wait,
and they're like,
there's no people, it's just the spaceships?
no, there's just like cars, but it's spaceship.
Oh my
and,
God.
you could put on the poster once, I don't know, what's like a Connect 4 pun?
Wait,
4 in a row.
hold on. Let me look up what the box says for Connect 4.
4 in a row, and you're good to go.
Write that down! Write that
Dude,
down!
there's probably some Hasbro executive writing down notes. It's like, that's gonna be the next movie.
Hold on. Like the poster's tagline is the classic vertical 4 in a row game on the big screen.
And it can't be Connect 4 because that's like way too silly, so they just call it Connect. They get sued by Microsoft because it's too similar to Microsoft Connect.
Yeah.
And the ending is like, you know how they do like in Fan 4 Stick, like they don't like name each other, the Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do we call this battle system? And then it cuts to the title, just Connect, and then 4.
No.
Out on that battlefield, you made a real connection.
And the post-credit scene, you see the Monopoly guy say, "You are bigger part of the universe."
I pay to see it.
That's the post-credit scene. The Monopoly guy comes along in his little silver car, and he's like,
It's time to go to jail.
I want to talk to you about the board game initiative.
"No, that's at the end of the movie. The main villain is in like prison, and it like zooms out, and it's the Monopoly prison, and then you have someone be like, "We're going to talk to you about the board game initiative."
And then they have their accrued games like Mousetrap and Sorry. It's just like...
It's Ratatouille 2.
Isn't a Monopoly movie actually happening?
I wish.
I mean, it would be pretty easy to
I
make.
could have sworn I saw an article about it.
The problem is, for the Monopoly man, you gotta get some guy with a killer mustache. Like, it doesn't matter who the actor is, they just need to have that mustache.
I don't know why, but I immediately thought of Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible. It's just him. It's the Monopoly man.
What a career. He goes from Superman to the Monopoly guy.
No, but instead of CGI, like using CGI to remove the mustache, they use CGI to give him a mustache. It's just the suit, like top hat and everything, is CGI.
Everything, like even the cane, just
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Henry Cavill isn't even there, he's in the mocap.
yeah. It did digital.
It's like they've just made a CGI Henry Cavill out of the real Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Just to show off that they can do it. Crash Bandicoot 4 is apparently coming out. It's about time. But like apparently they like even clarified in an article like there's no microtransactions in this game, and I'm like, how can there be microtransactions in Crash? Wait, what? There's microtransactions in Pokemon?
Kinda. No, you have to pay $30 for the post game and extra Pokemon. I know. So the actual game costs $90, the game 60, the DLC 30, and the Pokemon Home or whatever 10 plus.
I mean, it's still cheaper than Battlefront. That's where we're saying the bar is EA.
If you want me to be fair, though, I got Battlefront for like $5 at GameStop, and I paid $20 for the DLC, so I kind of got the full game. I don't know.
Yeah, my theory with EA games is just to wait. Like, don't get it when it releases, but like after they do like 80 patches and updates, like that's when you...
Well, I want to get Fallen Order.
That's a good game.
That's an actually good game.
Yeah.
Is the Skywalker Saga still coming out this year?
No, I think it got delayed to like next spring.
I think the Steam page says it's still coming out this year. I think it's because the Rise of Skywalker gave them a lot of problems.
There's no episode 9, there is no episode 8, and no episode 7.
It's like they delete it, and then like the Disneyland part of the attraction just gets deleted too simultaneously. It just poofs out of existence.
It gets like Thanos snapped where it just crumbles into dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the people inside and they never return.
Holy shit.
I like to imagine Disney has like a computer somewhere. Like Disney are just so big and so powerful. They have like files on this computer for different things, and if they put it in the recycling bin, then it just stops existing. Like completely.
Jesus Christ.
Like they're like, we need to erase this racist movie we made in the 1950s, and they just put it in the recycling bin on this PC,
It's gone.
and everyone forgets about it.
Yeah.
I got this video in my recommended a couple weeks ago, and it was like some like 50-year-old man, and he was like, this is why every movie made after the year 2000 is bad. And it's like, shut the fuck up. just stop talking. Actually, here's a list of movies post 2000 that I actually do like, and one of them was Despicable Me.
I like this yellow thing.
I just thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
And then you see the man with a giant plush of a minion.
It's just in his background. It's like some Stanley Kubrick stuff and Spielberg, and then just a giant minion. That's his background.
Such a contrast. There's Kre-O, just Kre-O listed on here. That must have been some Discord comment.
What?
Apparently, one person suggested we talk about Kre-O. I've never touched Kre-O in my life.
So in that unboxing video I did, I can't remember if it was that one or it was after, but the guy that sent me the package, he sent me another one, and it had like a bunch of Kre-O in it, and it's like not terrible, I guess.
Best compliment to the brand is Kratos with an axe. Have you guys played the new God of War?
No,
No.
No.
None of us. Okay.
but I want to.
Yeah, one of my roommates hasn't gotten past the tutorial yet. He keeps getting murdered He put it on the hardest possible difficulty.
Oh, that that makes sense.
Yeah, you have to really like put like 80 hits into like the first enemy to bring them down. And then when they
Ultra instinct.
Oh yeah, you remember about the article? Like some guy was complaining about how Doom is a piece of shit because they immediately went to the hardest difficulty and tried playing it.
Fucking journalism.
Yeah, dude, have you seen like the Cuphead tutorial? Like the one guy.
Yeah.
One guy couldn't get past.
Infamous. Well, I was thinking of the Doom thing from Polygon.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No.
Because that was like as big at the time. It was like Polygon put out a video of like the first 20 minutes of Doom, and it was like the person playing it had absolutely. It's like they'd never played a video game before. It was like they just had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Speaking of video games, apparently Xbox Series X is holding a convention. Wait, did E3 get canceled? Is that why everybody's doing their own thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why PlayStation had their own live stream to announce the PS5.
I just think if Xbox wants to win, they need exclusives, and the only exclusive they have is Halo. And I don't think that's enough to keep them going. Because PlayStation has Naughty Dog shit, and they have Spider-Man, they have God of War,
Ratchet and Clank,
and Horizon, yeah. And it's like Xbox has a green Master Chef man.
Oh, Half-Life 3. Wait, we've never talked about that.
Wait, is
Half-Life
that actually
3
happening?
exclusive. Oh wait, can we talk about Half-Life 3?
Yeah, it's legal.
Yeah.
You won't get sniped. It's
Okay, I don't know if I think I'm the only person in here that's played the new Half-Life.
that's what I was talking about. Like, isn't Alyx supposed to be Half-Life 3?
No, it's a prequel.
Oh, what?
But,
They lied to us.
can I spoil it? Does anyone care?
Okay, for those listening in, spoilers for Half-Life. Go ahead.
So at the end of Half-Life Alyx, they tease Half-Life 3, or at least Half-Life continuing after Half-Life 2.
Oh my god.
And I shit myself. Like, it's not like it's officially confirmed, but it's like it's like the only teaser we've had for a Half-Life 3 in like a decade.
Yeah,
So
that is actually
I'd like
awesome.
I can wait to wait
Yeah.
10 years more.
Oh, wait, who was the guy who runs Steam? Wait, or Valve?
Gabe Newell.
Oh yeah, Gabe Newell.
I have this sound file on my PC of Gabe Newell complimenting me. Well, not like me specifically, just complimenting you know?
Yeah, thanks for clarifying
Just like
that.
this. Yeah, I just want to clarify, he's not like, hello PaperPlane, you're epic.
Wow, great moves, Ethan. Keep it on.
Proud of you.
You're a beautiful person with a charming personality.
So you guys have any predictions for the Xbox event thing?
Announced like a new Xbox system that probably will, like 70% of the ones produced won't actually work.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like
the red ring.
First Xbox 360.
They're gonna have a new one in this one. The symbol's gonna glow red, and everybody's gonna be like, throwback. The worst kind of throwback. Yeah.
It's like, and instead of like buying a new Xbox, you have to buy like a 4K TV just to run
Yeah.
it at all.
They force you to upgrade all of your other equipment before you can use the Xbox.
Even your house.
Yeah, you need to have a smart home, otherwise you're just not.
The Xbox like scans your house and it's like, you live in a dump. Get out.
Yeah,
You can't
fix
do
your
this.
life first.
Did we talk about Cyberpunk in the last podcast?
They got rid of the wall run mechanic, apparently.
There's no wall run. The game is bad now.
What about, like, Transformers? Like, what characters would I want to see more? Because, like,
Well, which characters are marketable?
really? No, I think Spitter would be neat, because I think he's, like, unique. It's like a frog that shoots poison.
I want you to just pitch that to Hasbro and just look at all their faces and like, what are you talking about?
We only know Bumblebee.
All we know, it's like a bunch of like old guys in like a boardroom and they're like, all we know is Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, and there might be a Megaton somewhere.
I mean, to be fair, for a school project, I did like an origin story for Megatron. It's the most basic shit, but it's solid. Eddie took a look at it and he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like if I pitch that to Hasbro though, they're gonna get that.
Obviously, I'm gonna say Thundercracker movie.
Ah, yes.
I mean, I'm just thinking like, what's a
Ramjet.
character that's like easily marketable? because Spitter.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard of them until right this second.
I wasn't gonna make him the main character. That would be a little too much. But
Yeah.
like a side Decepticon or whatever.
I'm gonna imagine the trailers for that. Everyone's like, "Whoa, new Transformers movie," and then it's just a frog.
It's a fucking frog.
A bit hard to do. Maybe a Skyquake Dreadwing type of dynamic movie, except don't fucking kill them off like they did in Prime.
Okay, you're gonna have to did Skyquake and Dreadwing have a dynamic? Because I don't remember.
Well, Skyquake died.
That's it. That's all that happened.
Like, do a movie except give them like a personality to bounce off of each other.
I think a More Than Meets the Eye movie would be kind of neat.
I think it would work better as a show. Yeah.
But I don't know what their budget is. They could be broke right now.
It's just the $2, so they just do like those what those people do on the internet, where they just like do like motion comics.
The most underwhelming thing ever.
I'd like to see more of Shattered Dropkick and other stuff. I like the idea of two fierce triple changers going after Naruto. Like maybe make them mercenaries.
Dropkick would be an odd thing to bounce off of because he was very he
Rocket,
was very simple-minded.
I think they were both like quite nothing characters, but I think that's fine. I want a spin-off movie based on Sam's roommate from the second movie.
Oh my god. Yeah, just Leo.
What he's getting up to.
He was in Defenders. Like, he was the guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was in Iron Fist too. Like, because I remember he appeared and then I was like, whoa.
Oh, and if we can get Blackjack and more Transformer stuff, that would be great.
Blackjack.
Thank you.
I think that whole genre of YouTube video of like little kids making Transformers fan films, but their parents are in the same room.
Yes,
Like,
so they're whispering.
That very specific genre is really fascinating to me. Because they gotta like whisper but also talk up at the same time. So it's like, oh no, Optimus, you're dead. It's like, I love it so much. You hear a domestic in the background. And they always film it at like a certain time of day where like it's too dark to see anything. So like there's loads of grain on the camera and they're filming it on like their dad's iPhone.
That's my that's my stereotype of Transformers fan films, is that kind of shit.
Like, you know, it's good if you're making something, but it's like it's like these kids try to give them like really big complex stories, but they just come out as like, there's Decepticons attacking a plant, and they go there and that's the end. Tune in for episode 2 where the big twist happens and then they never make an episode 2.
This is bringing so many bad memories back.
I started saying every pony as a joke because that's what bronies say. They're like, hey, every pony. But now, like, I've said it so many times as a joke, it just kind of slips out sometimes. It's like, hey, every pony, how you doing?
It's like when you're imitating Morty saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, Rick," and then you just like sometimes say it out of nowhere.
Yeah, bronies are special people. We divide the human species instead of like by like attributes. It's just what fandom they're in.
I like people that aren't fans of anything are just called human. I'm gonna all-out war on like between all the factions. Just be the end of the world. Some really obscure thing that only has like 3 people in the fan base ends up winning. Like the 2011 live action film Gangster Squad. Do you think it would be good if real life was like an RPG?
I would still lose.
Because on the one hand, you could do cool shit like an area of effect attack, where you hit one guy and some guy across the room gets like punched too. The downside is that everyone would be like judged on a number.
Yeah.
Like, you're level 12, you can't come in. This is like a level 20
You
zone.
have to grind for the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like segregation.
House is on fire. You gotta be level 3 to get out.
You gotta be at least a level 5 to call the fire
Oh
department.
my god.
You want to start a relationship with someone, you got to be level 50 to do that.
There's like banks where they store experience, and like you rob it and you level up like a bunch of levels.
It's basically the Mafia City
Oh
ad.
my-
It's the
Where
Mafia
you just
City.
rob a bank.
Oh my
This is the universe.
Pretty much.
god.
It's the Mafia City universe.
That's how we tied a meme there. Memes age so horribly. It's gonna be a decade later, we're gonna look back and it's just gonna be like, oh god.
You know what I hate? I hate when movies like try to do like internet culture, like modern internet
Yeah.
culture, like
And then they come out after the meme was relevant.
There's a scene in Wreck-It Ralph 2. I think it's like Ralph needs to get money to buy a part on eBay. So he becomes like an internet meme. And it's like the most out of touch shit I've ever seen in my whole life. It's like someone who just had like a sort of outsider's view on how memes work. It was like, oh, okay, that's it.
And then like the sad part of it is the comments section, which tells Ralph that he sucks.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
That's the low point of the movie, is he sees these meme comments.
Oh my god.
And he's like, oh, you said I'm a stupid idiot.
Oh my God.
Ralph 2 is like basically Emoji Movie 2.
Emoji movie, but Disney.
Oh,
Exactly. Of course, in that movie, Disney does a whole circle jerk with their All My Disney
It's just
section.
such a horrible idea. Like, it's just such a bad concept that no one should have even considered making.
okay, so I guess that's like the end of the podcast.
Stay tuned to the next one where we talk about Siege.
If the Siege cartoon is good, I probably won't say a word about it, but if it's bad, I'll come back. I'll talk about it.
PaperPlane will return if
Ooh, okay.
the siege sucks. That's how you know.
Yeah. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah, if you see Thundercracker on the thumbnail, you know what happened.